Maybe a look also there on the right.
And do you know what he was going on about this reactive abuse, right? And said that he's never done anything to the person that he was in a relationship. He wasn't abused towards her, but she wasn't abusive towards him. So it was someone else that was, because he was mentioning someone, they hadn't been like reactive abuse to him. He was reacting to something that they said about him. So this isn't reactive abuse because Tinks was not giving him any mental or physical abuse in this.
No, we know that.
So he can't call it.
He's trying to twist everything that
He can't call it reactive abuse because he wasn't in a relationship with any violent, like domestic violence. So he can't call it reactive abuse because that was aimed at someone that he wasn't even with.
The videos there where Tinks is crying because she's that scared of him.
Yeah.
And that's been played in this live.
You can only have be in a reactive abuse relationship is that if you're in the actual relationship where there's abuse coming your way in that relationship, and then how you react to it, that's why it's called reactive abuse. But this wasn't him in a relationship. This was him talking about someone that had said things and was telling people what he actually done to her. So this isn't reactive abuse. He can't use that as an excuse because it's not reactive abuse.
That's the account that everyone needs to block.
It's not a good account, man. It's a bad one.
Yeah, he's trying to promote. Look, because they're going around following a shitloads of people, aren't they?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's all got 600 followers, but it's following over 2,000 people.
Yeah. So potentially he's behind that account where he's putting it out there so that he gets all the bad press, so then people go over and follow his account. Because all the accounts that he does and the new accounts he does, he only gets like 1,500, 2,000 followers.
No, block this account. Whoever's asking, block this account.
He's putting out the bad press on him so that his account builds up. The geezer is a massive, massive narcissist. But he's going to have a shock of his fucking life next week.
Yeah.
He is going to have the shock of his fucking life.
I've not seen him live.
He was on live previously, early hours of this morning, apparently.
There we go.
Just coming back on and saying that he's back and that he's keeping his account very, very private. He only wants the people that are his true people to be able to watch him. And then he's done the videos today, which was on private, so no one could see him. He was someone that was actually friends with him on their backup that actually see him and screen recorded it. And then all of a sudden, they all become on private. It's only the videos that he's posted about, obviously, people talking about him. Everything else is locked up. It's only the ones that he's put out there. So he wants that to go out there to get shitloads of views on the FYP. So he gets loads of followers and then he can cherry pick who he follows back. But all the comments are off. All the comments are only people that he's friends with can comment.
Yeah.
So it's calculated.
He can't cover his own back. The voice recordings are there. He can't do it. It's impossible.
Well, he's got to find at least 1,600 quid a month to pay for his rent and bills just on the place he lives in. Yeah, that's without this bullshit shop that he's got. Yeah, which he's got to pay rent for.
What back cafe are you?
And then he's got to pay he's got to buy food. He's got to buy all his ganja that he smokes, which he's doing 60 quid every 2 days apparently on that. So he's got to find all this money from somewhere.
Yeah, he is, Nicola. I mean, he's just literally put a post asking people to fucking subscribe to it. He's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh, have you seen the other video where he's actually promoting it? He's done a black and white video. He's actually promoting it.
I'm not too sure.
Yeah, there's a video of him in black and white. And he's going, I look good in this. And he's going, come over to my OnlyPans page. And it's only $10 a month and you can come and see this all the time. And then he's calling himself the English schlong.
Oh, yeah, I've played that one earlier on. So he's saying in a video like, oh, women are obsessed with him, this, that, and the other. If that were the case, then why does he need to go on live and ask people to subscribe to him?
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
it's just fuck. I can't play the brass tacks of the geezer to think that after 4 days that he can come back and still have a social media career on his app. It astounds me.
Because there's too many gullible people on here.
Yep. Like I've seen some of the comments on posts that these women are commenting, and they're just going like, "Oh, we're so glad you're back." Because obviously the videos that he's put up as well, you can see the comments now. And it's, "Oh, so glad you're back. Oh, don't listen to all them. They're just haters and all this shit." Like, are these people like really fucking gullible? Like, how can you discount all of the evidence that we've been playing and seeing? And this isn't just Tinks. This is multiple women coming forward and saying that they have had extreme levels of abuse in their inbox. And it seems to be when anyone unfollows him. If anyone unfollows him, he takes it like a personal attack, and he goes and he goes in on them, like goes in on mad. Like on Amanda, he's changed his number 3 times to WhatsApp her, asking why he's blocked her. She's blocked him.
See, next week he's going to be losing a lot more. It's fucking strange. It is weird, man.
Yeah, but Rachel, he can't accept rejection. Can't accept it. He hates it with massive. Like he used to do videos. If he ever got blocked on his if his account got reported and he got banned off live, he used to post videos on TikTok, basically saying that he's gonna unalive himself, and it's all TikTok's fault. Because
we played them the other night, Daz.
Because I know, because when he's banned, he can't get these women to be gifting him or sending him money. He can't manipulate them. So he goes absolutely mental every time he gets banned. He's like, it's like that he gets in, he thinks, what the fuck am I going to do? I've got no money. This is my only way of getting money. So he actually loses his shit every time he gets banned.
Yeah, so basically, Nicola, because he's so full of himself, for some reason, I don't know why, I don't know why he's full of himself, because he looks like a fucking horse. Do you know what I mean? But because he's so full of himself, he hates it when someone rejects him. That's his problem.
Well, it goes back years when he was on Blind Date, and that woman basically said that she wasn't interested in him after they went on that date thing, and he turned around and said, "I don't care. I can get any woman I want anyway." That's what he said on live TV. Apparently, I haven't seen the recording, but people have, and they said that that's what he said. I can get any woman I want. He's got this sense of entitlement that. His godlike entitlement that he thinks he's like some Greek god or something. Like the geezer is an absolute sausage.
He's fucking God spelt backwards. That's what he is.
Yeah, I think that's too polite of a word to say.
What's that shit guy? He's a state, like he's a serious state.
Mate, if you turn sideways, he's about the thickness of a Rizzler.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
If he was to stand behind the lamppost, you wouldn't be able to see him.
Sarah, would you be able to send screenshots of what was said in your inbox to Troy or someone so he can send them on to Tinks or myself, please?
Yeah, he's like, I don't know where he's got this sense of entitlement. Because all this stuff that it's like that he dreams up these scenarios and believes that they're real. Like he convinces himself that he's this perfect human being. But how women are still paying for him to do readings for them when he's giving off the most massive amounts of negative energy.
Has everyone blocked this abusive Cockney Ben page now?
So I'd just like to clarify as well. So, you know, when I said about his autism diagnosis that he got, he has actually got a autism diagnosis. He's actually had 2. So the first one he had was quite a few years ago. What's that?
It's another one.
Oh, is that Cockney Ben thing as well again? Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, they're basically saying follow me and then go and follow Ben. Is that what they're kind of putting out there? Yeah, this him. You know what? I think that Kaz that keeps on commenting. I think that's him.
Yeah, that's gone. That.
I think that's him because there's been things that Kaz has said in comments that's that's very, very Ben-like. So either he's using someone's account, they gave him their spare account for him to use, and he's writing all these comments, or it's actually him that's made up a fake profile. So back to the autism thing. So he actually has had 2 diagnoses, right? The first one he had was quite a few years ago, and it was an online thing. And he actually bragged to one of his friends saying, oh, well, I know all what to say because my son's autistic. So basically, he's basically duped it and said that I know all this stuff. So he's researched it and then played on that he's got this diagnosis. And then he's actually had another one done, which was a year and a half, 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. And that one, he actually paid for online, and he had to sit in front of a Zoom call with a doctor. So these are online diagnoses where you speak. So he's not actually been in a test to determine that he's got autism or ADHD. What he's done is researched it and basically lied. With the spiritualist stuff, he's researched all this stuff. So he'd looked on what people do, and then he's basically taken on that role by researching it. So even though he has got that document, and that document is a document saying that he has it, he's not been for tests. He done an online Zoom call with a doctor. Now, anyone could go online and research autism and sit there in front of a doctor on a Zoom call and say, oh, well, I've done this, I do this, and I've been doing this all my life. Now, I've discounted the things that he's actually publicly come out and said on his video. That due to his autism, he can't do this. Due to his autism, he does this. And these people are saying to me, I know for a fact that he's never ever done them things when I've been around him, and I've been around him for sustainable amounts of times. I've been away with him. I've been living with him. They've all discounted all of the stuff that he's been coming out and saying is due to his autism.
Yeah.
So it's a load of fictitious shit that he sat there and researched to basically. If he went for actual tests for this, he would not get nowhere. They would see through him straight away.
Yeah.
But due to it being an online thing, it's very, very easily conned.
Yeah.
You know, he is a con man. He's conned women out of money. He went over to America and he was doing bank fraud out in America for a while. You know, there's so many stuff that he's done, all going through his life, that is all a con and manipulation.
Yeah, I'm all good, man. I'm all good, actually. Just getting changed, I'm red hot, man.
But funnily enough, he's receiving PIP for this bullshit diagnosis that he's got. So again, I'm assuming that it was all for money benefit.
Yeah.
I totally agree with Sarah in the comments. Totally agree with that, 100%, Sarah.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, he would.
Verminitis.
He should basically have a government health warning tattooed on his forehead. But this is all the levels of what he will go to get a pound note.
Yeah.
The lies and the deceit that he comes out to everything is always comes down to what money he can get.
He's he's losing out on money because he's done an OF. There's no reason for him, if he's earning all this money, there's no need for him to do an OF.
Well, no, he's got like I think it was like there was like a dozen women that was in this this journal of his. I know of 4 that have left. So that cuts it down to 8, and they're on £55. They're not going to be getting readings done twice a week. They might have one a month, because what he does, he'll do a reading and then he offers them a top up. And then he's offering this retreat where they can go out to stay at his house. And I think if I can remember rightly, he took £500 off one woman, which was a booking fee.
Could top up his fucking phone.
Was a booking fee for him to basically take that, and he was like, "Oh, I took off that already." He said to someone, "I took that money off already because I needed the money." So it's just mad. Like I can't. Like I know that people like to see the best in people, and they look at him and think that like he's he's been through all this stuff in his life that he's told everyone that he's been through, and that he's turned his life around and he's found spirituality and all this shit. I can understand how people would look at that and think, you know what, he's come out the other end and he's like trying to change his life, and they give him the benefit of that. But this is all calculated. It's just all a big show and a big facade. Like one woman, he gave a reading to, and he was supposed to give her another reading, and he didn't do it. So he said to her, I'll give you a free one, right? So the readings that he does are an hour long, which he charges 55 quid for. The one where he gave away for free, he was on the phone to her for 5 minutes and then said, I've got to go. That's it, your reading's done. 5 minutes. Because he wasn't getting paid for it, he was on the phone for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So it all comes down to that women have got to pay him for his time.
To be a healer, don't you have to be certified and accredited? I'm not too sure, I couldn't tell you, Sarah.
I'm not too sure with that. I think if you're doing it as an established business, then I think you have to have some sort of certification. But if you're just doing random readings online, I don't think so. I know, Susan, I'm so sorry that you had to go through all that today. It's just like, and after everything that you've been through, Susan, as well, for him to like publicly attack you like that, it's just not like anyone that he publicly attacks at any point in their life is never nice. But you know, you've got all what you've been through over like the recent few months, and then for him to be blasting you all over TikTok like that, he's just got no soul. He's got no compassion.
Well, at the end of the day, next week anyway, he's gonna show everybody what sort of a person he is, and it's just gonna make him look fucking stupid.
Yeah, he's gonna have no way to go. Like once he sees the people that's in that live, his arsehole's gonna fall out.
Can I just say, Susan, you're not an idiot. You're not an idiot.
You've been manipulated, Susan, and,
Yeah.
and you can just add yourself to the many women over the last 20 odd years that he's done that to.
Yeah, he's like I said, you're not the only one. There's loads of people. There's just so many people scared of coming forward about him.
Yeah, but luckily enough, Susan, that you see the live that we was doing, and you've come in very early, so you've only paid him a small amount of money, considering to what he could have taken you for if once you.
At the end of the day, it don't matter how much he's taken off her. She's still fucking done it, and she, you know what I mean? Because he got into her head, but he don't deserve a fucking fiver, the cunt.
It could have been a lot worse if she wouldn't have seen that live and then carried on with him. It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
You know, so like I'm really grateful that there's more and more women that are seeing this and they're not giving him any more money.
Yeah.
Definitely.
If people don't see him for what he is after next week, then
There's always going to be a select few that have got
idiots.
blinkers. There's always going to be a select few that got blinkers to it. And I've been told that some of the women that are defending him in that ain't even watched the videos, but they're still defending him.
Yeah. But have you noticed how they never come into the live?
No.
They never come in because they know that it's wrong what he's done.
But you know, when some of the people that he's friends with, even their accounts are all buttoned up private now, because he's getting them all to privatise their TikToks so that they can't get any messages or comments from anyone that's saying anything negative to him. Because he tried it with Max and Andy. He said to them, "Why aren't your accounts full private? You need to take them full private." And he kept on mentioning it. It's like, you need to have that full private. You need to have them full private, because he didn't want anyone messaging them to let him know what he's like.
Yeah, my bad, Phoenix. How are you? Yeah, he's just a tosser, isn't he?
Mm. No, unbelievable levels of manipulation. But then now he's got his little cronies that are going round and reporting lives now. But you know what? I was talking to Manda earlier, and you know what I said, that like, I think if I could describe him as a person, right, the perfect person to describe him is Charlie Manson. Like he basically had this cult of people that he manipulated to go and do all of his dirty work. And like his brain was wired different. Do you know what I mean? He thought he was like godlike, and that like one of the quotes he come out and said that if I was to go off and unalive people, there'd be no one left. Do you know what I mean? He was very, very convinced that he was this higher power, and then he had all these people that he manipulated to do all of his dirty work. So if I could put him into anyone, he would be referred as Charles Manson, like totally like oblivious to compassion and not worrying about the consequences of everyone that's going to be doing what he's manipulating them to do. So it is like that. No, it's a modern.
Don't worry about Kate. I know who it is, man. Don't worry. They're all good. I was gonna say, like, people, like, you can't. If you the only time you're an idiot, yeah, is when you've seen the proof and you still support him. If you supported him without knowing what he's like, then you can't be an idiot. There's a difference.
Yeah. But then some of the women are like refusing to watch all this stuff. Like, they think that they believe that he's this amazing person, and like, I'm not going to go and watch it because I know who he is as a person. Like, you don't know what he is because you only see what he wants you to see.
Yeah.
So no one, unless they've been in a relationship with Ben or they've known him over so many years and he's basically bragging all about what he's done. People online and people that he's manipulating don't see the real him until he gets his hooks into you. And then it all starts creeping in, and then that's when the violence starts. And then it's always, I won't do it again. I'm going to change. I've just had a bad day, or this is my ADHD. This is my autism. Why different? Do you know what I mean? I'll try this and I'll try that. And then he keeps them there, and he keeps them spending their money until the point where they break totally. And then they walk away. But by that time, he's drained every resource from them. But when he kind of sees when it's all coming to the end, because he's been in that many situations where it is coming to end, that he knows when it's coming. So that's when he starts priming up another woman, so that when he leaves that relationship, he's already got somewhere to go. He's already got another victim. So it's a constant merry-go-round.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't mind his little supporters coming into my live just to see what they got to say, because I'd even put them in the box.
Yeah. But it's just, it's they're going around saying that this is a hate crime.
I know.
Like, how can you call this a hate crime when all of the videos that have been played are all you hating against other people?
Yeah.
But this reactive abuse shit that he's coming out with now is just so much fucking waffle.
Yeah.
Because you have to be in an abusive relationship for it to be reactive abuse. Like, where the person that is abusive towards you, for you to react in an abusive way verbally because you're in that situation. But he wasn't reacting to Tinks. He was in a relationship with Tinks, and he was reacting to another woman that he'd treated like shit and made her so scared and threatened her that she spoke out about him. That's when he said he wanted to unlive her and her kid. And him thinking about that excites him.
No, sir, but like he's not even what he claims he is. Like, he's not even got the qualifications or anything.
So
he ain't got a fucking brain cell. Do you know what I mean?
100%. He's not. He's all he's done is looked up. Obviously, with his autistic son, he's seen all of the mannerisms of an autistic child, and he's basically put all that forward that he's got autism. Dinks was very spiritual. He used to mock Tinks when he was in a relationship with her because she was so spiritualized. He used to mock her all the time, saying, "You ain't normal. You ain't normal. Like you ain't. This is all bollocks." But he's mirrored Tinks now, and then now he's using that because he knows that women will sort of look to a spiritualist and open themselves up and be very vulnerable with it. And then what he does is the information that he has about you, that you've openly given him, he uses against you if you ever turn against him. So there's one woman on here that's had conversations with him, and she's told him a lot of personal stuff not only about herself but about her family members. And now he's basically using that and saying that because she's turned against him now, that he's going to start outing all of the text messages between him and her on social media and what she said about certain family members. So that's his next thing. So he's threatening with that, so that they will stop going for him, and then they will leave this life. They won't mention anything that he's done. It's all threatening behaviour just to close their mouths, really.
Yeah, they're encrypting messages as well, so you can't even do that.
Yeah. But that's the thing. That's the thing that he's going down the route now.
Let him at the end of the day is we've got him where he wants him. Like we've got him where we want him. At the end of the day, right? He's basically said on live, "I'm not being off this app again." He's basically given up.
Well, like the worst way now is what we need to do is to make as many people aware so that his accounts, that everyone, that all the people will unfollow him. So his account and any new accounts that he makes, they won't follow him, they won't interact with his page, because that's the best way to stop him from being able to use this app as a manipulation, is by suffocating all of his followers, you know, to get them to suffocate his account so they don't follow him, they don't like his posts won't be engaged, he won't go out there, his lives he'll only get the people in there that he's got his hooks into, that will just listen to his bullshit. So we need to keep as many people away from his page as possible, because the more and more people follow him, even though that it's in a negative way, he will get a god complex because his followers are going up, and then he'll think that he's famous, and he'll think there's this big TikToker, and then it will go to his head, and then it will just get so much worse again.
Yeah. He's going to lose a lot of followers now, like I said.
Yeah.
He has. He's lost his other account as well, so he's only got this one left now. And he's got, I think there's 1,900 and something followers, and he's bound to have paid for 1,000 of them.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what we'll stress from this point forward is to suffocate his accounts. None of his videos go viral. None of them get views. Do you know what I mean? Or very, very minimal views. No one enters his life, because that's what he wants. He wants to get out on that FYP, so it brings more and more people in. So then all the new people can come in and watch him, and then he fills them up with shit. I'll message you my number, and you call me on WhatsApp, and then he'll take them away from this social media app and then manipulate them in private. Because that's what he does.
Should we all just report?
That's what I'm doing. That's actually what I'm doing now, reporting him.
But in the
See, if I've blocked him because I didn't want him on my page. So
I'll let you know how the reporting goes. See, if you report content or report his account, yeah, unless he's done something see the way that he's wording everything, it's very, very clever, because when TikTok go to look at the videos that he posts, they look at it and then they will look at it and go, no violation. So he gets them back. He gets his account back. So unless he's done something drastic on a live and said some certain things on live which TikTok will deem as offensive, he'll get them back all the time. Everyone's reporting his account, and he keeps on getting it back because people are reporting the account and then they're checking the account, and they only really will permanently ban accounts if they've had plenty of violations which have been upheld by TikTok. When you get a certain amount of violations, then your account is at high risk. If he's getting all these videos back, then the strikes will come off of his account that he's got.
Oh no, they don't. They stay on.
No,
even though he gets videos back, trust me, take it from someone who's got about 15 accounts.
He still comes up underneath your thing, account warning, because they don't remove that. But if you have a video reported and it gives you an account warning, you have the red banner underneath saying account warning, yeah, that will still stay even though you've got a violation. But TikTok do take the strike off their end, yeah, to say that has been being reinstated. But the account warning will still stay on your account, because I've had account warnings and I've had videos that have been removed and I've got them back and the account warning stays there. But when it comes down to accounts, when you report the actual account, I've reported accounts of people that are pretending to be me, and I've actually reported them saying they are pretending to be me. This is not my account, and they've given them accounts back. They've been removed, and then 2 days later they're back up, and it's the same account that I've reported, even though I'm telling them this is me and this person is not me.
Right. Don't target his account, target his videos. The more videos you report, the more violations you're going to get.
Go for the content, because the account will just he's got this account back. He got that account removed, and he's got it back, and that has happened on a few occasions.
Susan, if you want to do video, keep hold of the video. It'll come up with a report.
And you also know the TikTok forum. So if you go on Google and you type in TikTok forum or TikTok report a problem, it'll send you to a page, and then you're more susceptible to get a reply in there than you are through the app. So what you do is you add your details in that and it comes up like pop down screen, and then you have to give the violation, and then you put a box where you can put in it obviously a bit about why you think the reason this account should be banned, or that you want to get your account back. So if you go onto TikTok report a problem on Google, it will send you to the forum page, and then fill that in. If you want to go down that route and say that this person is bullying multiple creators on the app and stuff, if you want to report it that way, if they get a lot of reports because TikTok, when you report a problem on TikTok through the app, that goes straight to an AI system, and you very, very rarely get a reply. I'm getting replies from 7 months ago, from reports I put in 7 months ago for my videos that got removed, and I'm getting them 7 months later.
99% of them are bought accounts. You can tell.
Yeah.
By the names and stuff.
Yeah, I said that earlier.
Look, T-Paul, who's like fucking. And you know who's his latest follower is? That's how you know he's bought all his followers. His biggest supporter. Top of the list.
It'd be pretty hard.
There's a surprise.
So if she's there, that's his latest follower, yeah? So obviously he's always made that account and he's bought the followers.
So is that the Cockney __ Ben?
Yep.
So he's had that account for about 2 weeks, isn't he?
I don't know.
About a month, I think. He's had that one.
Yeah,
he set it up, and then he set up ___.
But hasn't he lost that one twice now, and then he's got it back?
I'm not too
this
sure.
one.
Yeah, I think it's twice.
Yeah, he's lost it twice. This is the third time. This is third time lucky, I'm guessing.
But
These videos here are the ones, like the main ones where it's bullying and stuff like that. Just report them ones. Them ones there down there, you're not going to get a violation for them because it's just normal content. But these ones up here.
So the ones with the eye thing is that
that's the ones I've reported.
Oh, is it?
So they're the ones that like has been bullying and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're the ones you target.
But they are the ones, because obviously then they can look at that and see some violations, because sometimes he does go in and start saying derogatory things.
What do you mean, Sarah?
You know, he's going to keep on making other accounts, because he's made since that account went, he's made up 2 other accounts, and it's called Ben Heaney. And what's the other one? Tinks? Bev?
Oh, I'll just find it now. It's on my other device. Wait, hold on.
So he's changed. He's not putting Cockney Ben on there now. He's putting Ben Andrew Heaney and Ben Andrew Heaney, or Ben Heaney Andrews or something. He's made 2 accounts up.
Edwards is not Andrews.
Ben Heaney Edwards and Ben Edwards Heaney. So there's 2 abbreviations of it, and there's 2 accounts that he's made up.
There's another one. There's at Cockney _Ben 0.
So you have to be very, very careful with these accounts. He has got sleeper accounts as well that he's been viewing, come into lives with. He's come into one of the lives that we was doing. So he's got multiple accounts.
I'm going to try putting them in the chat if I can. He might not let me though.
That one's Sean.
Yeah, Cockney Ben zeros.
I'm not putting the @ sign because.
But he's just relentless.
Just put it out there. I got another violation on Stephen's account as well. Just I'll throw that out there. Just check now.
Oh, that's good. Well done.
Well, you got another account. They're old accounts. He's had them before because they only recently come up the other day.
He might be using them to like watch from the outside because he's banned on the other.
Because them Ben Heaney ones, they come up the other day because someone put it into Google instead of going through the app and put it into Google, and then them new accounts come up and they weren't there a week ago. So unless he'd made them accounts and closed them down, and then he opened them, but they've only recently come up that we've noticed.
Right, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 there.
I think all the 2 showing up. 1, 2, 3.
The last one's just Ben Heaney.
Right. Where's he from originally?
It's from Wickford.
Wickford
in Essex. So basically, he lived in East London for 3 months of his life, from when he was born until he was 3 months old. And then his mum and dad moved to Wickford in Essex, and he thinks because he spent the first 3 months of his life that he knew nothing about in East London, that he decided he's a Cockney. Was he actually born in Basildon Hospital, was he? So he wasn't even born in London. Well, he said that he lived in London for the first 3 months of his life when he was born. Oh, and also, you know this army thing that he said he was in the army? I've had that clarified that he's never been in the army.
Is Ben Heaney his proper name?
Ben Heaney Edwards is his full name.
I know, Rach. Of course we are. The thing is that if he was to walk in any boozer, right, around my area, and act the way that he does, he'd be ironed out within 20 minutes.
Yeah.
He would be ironed out around this area in 20 minutes. But he wouldn't come to a pub in London anyway because due to his autism, he can't be in big crowds. So he can't be in big, obviously, crowded boozers. But he can go to crowded weddings, and he can go to crowded festivals. No, he can go to them and take over centre stage and go on a stage and sing all songs and shit and take over the singers' night. He can do all that stuff, but he can't be around loads of people apparently due to his autism.
Talk some fucking shite, that cunt.
Yeah. Unless
Just spills out of his mouth.
Unless that he's recently become blind and he can't see that the people are there. Thanks, Phoenix Warrior, but my last name isn't London. Just call me Daz. London's where I live. But everyone says to me, "Is your last name London? And you're from London?" That's really weird. And I'm like, no. I know there's different types of autism, but all of the stuff that he said about his autism, he said that he can't have the feel of porcelain on his back area, like his cheeks. So this is why he's got really strong upper body strength, because he holds himself up and hovers over the toilet with his obviously. So this is one of the things that he said is due to his autism, right? Now, I've spoken to multiple people that have spent a lot of time around him in his early years as an adult.
Yeah, I'm good things, some good
up
ones.
to his mid-20s, and women that have been in a relationship with him, and they've said that never ever done that in front of us. So it's just all bollocks. He was telling everyone online that he was in the army, and he got kicked out of the army because he was too violent. He was there half a day and he got kicked out. That's a load of shit. He's never been in the army. There's so much stuff that he just lies about to make himself look like he's this big, hard man, and that everyone should be scared of him. Yeah, he's a Billy liar. If he was made out of wood, his nose would be about 14 mile long.
I will be jumping off at 11, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I'm only quiet because I'm just searching for stuff on him.
It's well, obviously with him coming back, there's going to be more. It's going to be more now that we need. So we're going to be back on the phones and obviously seeing what shit he's posting now.
Yeah.
Like it was actually like a nice quiet few days when we didn't have no new updates on him.
Yeah. Give me a chance to talk about other people, just putting it out there that I haven't finished with them yet.
Yeah. But due to these videos of him putting up about him trying to unalive himself and this person is the reason, he has blamed, so I think 4 people now. One that he's done online, which is Tammy, and then the other 3 he's done privately. So there is multiple people that apparently are the reason why.
Yeah.
He spent 23 hours unconscious. Thank you, Dan. But he's obviously been able to send messages while he was unconscious and make phone calls while he's unconscious. Maybe he is a god and he like his soul come out of his body and done all this stuff while he was unconscious.
Anything's capable with him.
Yeah. You must have a twin. Fuck me, you wouldn't want fucking two of them about, would you?
Fucking hell. Half one of him's bad.
Like we don't even want one of them to want to.
Oh, fucking hell. His fucking soul will be stuck to the earth, won't it?
Yeah. Can you imagine him if he put himself forward to being cloned? Fucking hell, humanity would be over, wouldn't it?
Definitely, 100%.
Well, that would be the start of the end of the planet.
Fucking hell, man. His soul could start a fucking World War III, couldn't it?
Elizabeth, he doesn't go for women that are very outspoken and very confident and will take no shit. He only goes for the ones that are vulnerable and have been through a lot of stuff. This is why what he does with his readings is he gets them to open up to him, so then he gets all the information all about them and then uses that information to his own narrative so he can use it. Like, so if you ever come across him, then he threatens with, "Oh, I'm gonna put these messages out, or I'm gonna tell this person what you've said about him." So then he can start going down the blackmail route. Well, if you send me this money, then I won't do that. He's done it to previous people, and there is messages. I think there is recordings flying about him threatening to blackmail someone else for something that they done and didn't want to come out, so he was saying he was going to blackmail them as well. So this isn't just a one-off occasion. He does use any information that he's got on you to his benefit. So
Jilly got an FA on some of them, so obviously this is why next week Tinks has sorted out all the stuff. I'm going to expose him good and proper. She can play certain ones, but not all. It's going to be a good one, man. Trust me.
He's never been put away for his jail. He's always been able to wiggle himself out of situations for one reason or another. But there's so many multiple women that are coming out and speaking out against him now. That this is just not a singular person that's in a relationship and he's sort of got out of it by spinning a narrative or a loophole to get away with it. There is multiple women that now are coming forward, and hopefully these women are reporting him. Are reporting him to the police and getting a case number for it. But he seems to think that it's one woman speaking out and then all these people are jumping on the bandwagon and just believing what one person is saying. No, all the people that are coming out are people that have been on the other ends of extremely horrible messages and threats of violence. And
Those that come forward, Kate, it's just they don't actually want stuff out on the live because they're scared.
Yeah. So he basically puts them in a position where he blackmails them to shut up. Like, he threatens them to the point where they think, well, he's threatening my life, I'm going to just keep my mouth closed and not say anything. But all these women now are starting to realise that they've got a lot more support than what they thought they would have. And they're starting to be very, very brave and not listen to the bullshit and not listen to the threats and come out and actually stand up against them. So you've got to look at these women and think just how strong they actually are, because it can't be easy to come out up against him. Like, for us men, it's easy. We just don't care. Do you know what I mean? But some men are vulnerable as well. But with me and you, Troy, we're just like, we don't get fazed by all that shit. Let him come for us. You know what I mean? If he's coming for us, then he's not going for anyone else. You know?
Yeah. Don't fucking try and come for me.
He's tried that with me, mate, and he like, when I done that video on him, he quickly fucked off.
Like, it's fucking... What was I going to say then? Oh, what the fuck was I going to say then? It's gone. Fucking gone, man.
Got up and fucked off, didn't it?
I swear to God, I was going to open my mouth and my mind just gone blank.
Old, mate. Early onset dementia.
I opened my mouth and no words came out. What was it now? Oh, that's what it was. I'm just saying, like, the other day, shy. Like, you don't realise how much we have on him, but we just can't put a lot out there. That's a problem.
Yeah, well, obviously, there's certain things that we can't due to active cases, but
I mean, not due to the cases, due to people coming forward and stuff.
Yeah, but then luckily enough, like, I know it's not essentially lucky, but a lot of the stuff that he got NFA'd for is very, very incriminating stuff to be able to play now. You know, if we didn't have them kind of recordings and then doing these live with just verbal words that what this person's told me, what this person's told me, it doesn't have a massive impact. So in a way, the NFA stuff is helping us. You know what I mean?
Like I said, he's very rattled. Like, he's acting like he's not going to run off the app, but at some point he will be doing.
I know, obviously. I just don't get his. Like, he's very, very confident, the boy. Like, he's oozing with confidence, isn't he?
I don't know where he gets it from, though.
I honestly think it's just a faces, but I'll tell you now. I really do. If it weren't bothering him and he had a massive fucking head, he wouldn't have deactivated his accounts. Think of it that way.
The Observer, providing you with the latest TikTok drama from across the UK.